This is why I need engineers, because crossing rivers takes a long time. Keep pinning them. Keep going. The attack on this place is costly. Don't know if it's worth it. What else do I need? 1940. Let's go and get upgraded marines, seeing as we have a fair few of those. Come on, tanks! Yes! Should be able to beat this counterattack easily enough. Don't stop attacking, people! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Once we've beaten this, we can hit them from behind and there's no bloody rivers involved. This is why I've been trying to keep their organisation low. Fall of Rio. The fighting in Rio de Janeiro seems to have stopped for now after days of gruesome assault by the Argentinian forces. Despite the city's immensely defensible position, the Brazilian garrison could not prevent the Catet Palace and most of the city proper from falling into Argentinian hands. Interesting. Right, you guys are attacking from there. You stop attacking. You stop attacking. Ooh, we even got a cutoff. Nice. Look how much damage those units took. Ouch! Manpower, 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 manpower. Yes! We have manpower again. What's the AUS's surrender progress? About 50%. But we've taken New Orleans, we're about to take St. Louis. So this should put a pretty hefty dent in them. And engineers. Let's upgrade those. Now, we have a lot of support equipment. Actually, do we? No, we have not got a lot of support equipment, so never mind. 98. Come on. Yes! Alright, they're down to 36%. Where's their capital now? Dallas. Oh, of course, Texas. Alright, tanks, I need you guys to go on a bit of a rampage here, but I don't want you crossing any more bloody rivers. That was a little bit painful. Should have been using my marines.
Let them have it.
We do have 2 units of them.
Pushing them back,
I don't know where you are. Down here in the south. Okay. I guess. That border should probably go all the way to there.
Keep moving. Let's go.
Alright. Agent forced into hiding. But that should be at the end of the operation. Yes? Yes. Alright, so we've done some resistance in Wisconsin. Although a bit late now that we're actually taking Wisconsin ourselves. But never mind. It's fine.
Listen up. Move out. Command.
Okay, tanks are recovering. We have got 11% manpower to come in, so we've got another 5% to regain. And we're over the Mississippi. That's the big deal. Fuel is dropping, fuel is fine. Alright, tanks. Go. Go, 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 go! How are these guys doing? India is currently pursuing an extremely offensive attack, which is not really gaining them anything. This is so stalematy. And now we're going to go with ground support. We also need to start researching actual planes, seeing as we got this a while ago.
Ready, sir. Heads.
AUS is down to just 50 factories now, so they're not going to be able to keep up with the rate of losses. I'm up to 113. I've only actually got 10 factories less than the PSA right now. That's how heavily we've industrialized. I'm actually quite impressed by that. It's quite nice. Manpower. But for how long? Probably not very long. Is it worth turning the focus trees back on now? No, because I want to invite you. And I also want to develop a lot of this, because this is using up a lot of my factories. If I can get my own resources, that would be good. Don't forget there's the collapse of the AUS events. Yeah, that's true. And they'll probably get that fairly soon. Muscat agrees to join. Excellent. Yeah, they're now really hemorrhaging units. And PSA is starting to build some again. As we take more and more states and give them to the PSA is able to recruit the volunteers. Right, and we can now also deal with the resistance. Of which there is quite a bit, crikey. Right, let's switch this to martial law. And now we'll have it under control. Much better. Can your manpower recover enough through new generations in this game? Considering the game lasts a grand total of about 7 years, no. Now we're making a lot better progress. Units are regaining strength. We're going to get research in close air support, because that's the main air unit I'm using. And we are just doing a general offensive throughout the entire front right now.
Yes, sir.
In fact, we don't seem to have any orders. So please do that.
All in. Ready, sir. Yes, sir. All in. Listen up. Move out.
Tungsten, tungsten. Got some more steel in Labrador coming in. We could probably start rejigging some of the imports soon. Sudan has capitulated. Farouk I has announced that the cowardly Sudanese nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming force of Egyptian forces throughout the country. Empire of Japan took 2 states. Guangzhou federal government took 6. Xinjiang clique was annexed. Now I need to start thinking about what I want to do in the peace deal. Because it occurs to me, all of this isn't actually owned by the PSA. We could divvy it out amongst ourselves and our allies. And considering how close the PSA came to making us lose this war, I'm wondering if we want to do that. Grab everything? No, I'm not grabbing everything. Let's actually take a quick look at the participation. So I did 25% of this. I did more than the PSA did. Your allies will just return it to the PSA. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we'll give it to them. They'll be a strong ally after this, once they've recovered from the Civil War. And then we can start taking them into the fight against France. Bloody hell, Russia. See, this is what happens when you get Savinkov instead of Wrangel. If Wrangel was in charge, he'd be in Berlin by now. Obviously. Also, I realised yesterday that my Wrangel emote is locked behind the $25 tier, so I'm sorry about that. I'll try to remember to change it. I'll make something else the $25, like just flaming horns or something. Seeing how much use Wrangel gets on the Discord server, it's a bit unfortunate you guys can't.
Ready to move.
And we're almost out of fuel again. That can quite easily be fixed. PSA, I will start buying from you again. Sorry, Venezuela.
Ready, shut.
Dallas will fall soon. Texas is falling pretty quickly. Who is Wrangel? Who is Wrangel? Chat, please educate this person. And there it is. The AUS has capitulated. Edward VIII has announced that the cowardly Union nation could no longer withstand the pressure of the overwhelming presence of Canadian forces throughout the country. The Union government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated and the Dominion of Canada is now in control of their home area. Yeah, I guess we should give it to the PSA. Could give more of land to New England, which is actually what I was seriously considering doing. Because New England fought their hearts out. They can definitely get New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. I'd like to give them Maryland too, but I can't really do that. I think that's fair. And then the rest can go to the PSA, I guess. Unless I want any of this, like Minnesota. I mean, they're basically Canadian already. Michigan. Michigan would give me steel. You know what? I have done so much for you. I am taking some of this. And even if Portugal does just give it back again, I think that Portugal is going to get Florida. Very, very famously Floridan turf. Hey Crypt, yes, I'm a Canadian now, eh? Indeed you are. Yeah, I think the rest of it I'm just going to give to the PSA. Here's a question for you. Would you rather be Canadian or Californian? That's your choice. Canadian. I had a feeling that might be the answer. Why aren't I taking the Texas oil fields? Because we intervened. We did not fight this war. We actually want the PSA to be quite strong. Canada took 3 states, New England took 4, Portugal took 1, Pacific states took 22. Civil War is over. Now, here's a problem. I wonder if I'm just killed some of your focus tree. Civil War is over. There is nothing about owning all American cores. Yep, nothing about cores. Cool. Okay then. Awesome. Jobs are good, and boss. Fate of America. We can return it to the Pacific States, we could give it to New England, or we could take it for ourselves. This is clearly Canadian turf right now. There we go. The New World Order. Canada has certainly profited from this. Now hopefully they go down the right path so I don't need to give land back to them when they join the Entente. That's the hope. We'll see if it actually comes about. Right, we need to repair some territory. And then keep building up our military. We did lose a couple of factories. So let's go and reorganize that. Perfect. Resources. We now actually get more than enough steel. Not more than enough, but enough for the time being. So I'm going to cancel all steel imports. Because what we're doing right now is just dealing with... Actually, no, we do need steel still. I thought all the steel that we were negative was going to be going towards convoys. We'll keep on buying a bit. Say 24. And then tungsten. We do still need tungsten. Which we will buy from the PSA as well. One more set. And also some more rubber from... yeah, Insul India. That's fine. Alright, good stuff. Happy with that. So the next fight that we need to go and win is Baratia.
Ready, sir.
Ah, Auchinleck got engineer during that. Good stuff.
All in.
And Fuchs. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Cavalry leader. Excellent. And we're well on the way to getting Panzer leader as well. We'll give you combined arms expert. Or will we? Because it's our tanks who are really strong. It's not the motorized. So we probably are going to be going with pretty tank heavy armies. Okay. Do we have investments to make? We do. Who was it that we did not invest in previously? New England, which I felt like we needed to. And Australasia hasn't got a lot. And a fight against Japan is looking more and more likely. If they're winning in China, which they definitely are. Qing reformed. Are you a puppet? You're not a puppet. Interesting. And yep, occupation policies. I mean, I did reset it to martial. It'll take a little bit of time for these guys to recover and reappear. What I will do, though, is I'm going to make a duplicate of this. These guys are going to be my armoured division. Royal Canadian Armoured Police Brigade. And as well as cavalry, you're going to have armoured cars. In fact, organisation doesn't even matter for you. We can just get rid of the cavalry. That way, I'm not spending crazy amounts on this. And this is a very hard unit, very heavily armoured. Military police. Do it. That's Oricon usually. Okay, so areas which are providing serious problems are going to get the Royal Canadian Armoured Police. So we are pretty short on armoured cars at the moment. So let's go and increase our production of those. Right now. In fact, while we don't have enough, we're going to need to be using RCMPs. And then we can start phasing them out here, wherever the resistance is really bad, like here. Refugees return to America. The Second American Civil War, the bloodiest conflict to ever descend on the New World, is over. And as sobbing widows bury their dead husbands and sons, the old regime of the United States of America has re-established itself across the 48 states. Martial law is being removed across the nation, and the last rebel holdouts are being taken care of by the National Guard. The Civil War in America is over, and thus the vast majority of the refugees have decided to return, either to face justice or participate in the reconstruction. A few have elected to remain in the new home, but regardless of where they go, the refugee crisis in Canada appears to be over. We didn't have a refugee crisis. So what did we lose out on by not doing these? New home of the free, added manpower depending on how many refugee camps exist. I see. Oh, this requires New England to be fully independent. Can I release you? Because I'd actually be okay with that. No, I don't think I can. How is air production? Are you legit just seriously? You bastards. You absolute bastards. Wait, why can't I do this? PSA is fully independent. They're not in a faction, as far as I know. One of the following must be true. Canada declared support for them during the intervention debate, which we did. This should be possible. Oh, the stream die? I didn't even notice. Must have been down for like a second. Well, in the little bit that you missed, the PSA decided to start fabricating against us. So, yeah. Justification. I saw the Fs coming up in chat and thought it was because I was talking about this, not the fact that the stream went down. Didn't they join a faction with Hyderabad? No. No faction. They did go Cindy, the traitorous bastards. I mean... I'm going to fight them. There was a poll yesterday where we were going to try and take out the whole of America. They've just lost all of their militia units. They're on volunteer-only conscription. They're going to be hit by the recovery from the Civil War penalties. We're going to fight them. If they want to do this, I will annex them. And I'm going to take the whole damn thing. Now here's a question. Where's most of their... In fact, I've probably got more industry than they do too. 112 factories. I'm pretty sure that's more than they have. Alright, well let's start spying on these traitorous sods. Okay, so the capital is still over there. So I'm wondering if I want to just try and rush down the coast. Or cut them in half. You know what, we may as well cut them in half. We'll hit them at Chicago again. It's their choice. We need to restore order in the colonies, clearly. I mean, it's going to take them 200 days to prepare, which is actually going to allow me to just train more troops. Because, like I said, my industry is going to be humming along. Theirs isn't. What happened? Wasn't he going to ally PSA? Yeah, I was, but they're justifying on me. Not focus justifying, justifying. So, as chat says, fight me, bro. Wait, why are the tanks and that? They shouldn't be. Oh, I see what the problem is.